What's the word, Harrisburg? I'm your host, Gina Johnson Roberson, and today I'm here with Lisa Lickers Rick, the CEO of Young Women Empowerment Academy, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, tell everyone, we're going to start out with you telling us what it is that you do and what the Young Women's Academy is all about.
Absolutely. Young Women's Empowerment Academy is a nonprofit organization that's changing the lives of young women ages 8 to 18 all across the country. And so we really believe in empowering young women and starting while they're young to give them all the tools and resources that they need to be successful and to be able to make educated decisions for their life. So we do a lot of workshops. We talk to them about leadership skills, conflict resolution. We talk to them about self-love. Entrepreneurship is one of our key pillars for our program. Of course, money management, because they need to know how to manage their finances at a young age, and just how to be an empowered girl.
So, give me a typical day at the academy.
So our girls, we have them come in and they love to connect with each other. So we always provide healthy meals for them to come in, just get to know each other a little bit better and connect. And then we have a 1 hour workshop where we have women that come from all over to speak to the girls on whatever the topic is for the week. And so company-wide or organization-wide, every week we pick a topic, whether it's self-love or whatever it is, healthy relationships. And the guest speaker will come in and do some hands-on workshops with the girls. We also have our own curriculum that we do with the girls after the workshop is over, just to continue to build upon whatever that topic is. We do fundraising together, and we really just prep them, I would say, for the year, for the semester going forward, and really just being able to grow together. And we create a fun space.
So, the girls, where do they come from? City of Harrisburg or where?
Yes, so a lot of our girls are inside of Harrisburg City. We also have girls that come from surrounding areas. So our girls come from Susquehanna, Swadera, Lower Dauphin, Lower Paxton, Stilton. So we literally have girls from all over. We don't have like one, area, but a lot of our girls come from within the city of Harrisburg. In addition to that, we do have programming in Buffalo, New York, which is where I was born and raised, and I needed a Young Women's Empowerment Academy growing up. And we also launched a chapter of our academy in Lynchburg, Virginia. And then when the pandemic hit, we also started a virtual academy that we continue to empower girls in over 20 states continually, even though all of the physical chapters are now back open.
So, how did you come about creating the Young Women's Empowerment Academy?
So I was a teen mom. I had my first daughter when I was 14. I had my second daughter when I was 17. And I have great parents, but they just didn't have the time, to really impart in me the things that I needed. So I understood that when I was that age, if I had a mentor, if I had a safe space to go to, it would allow me to make better decisions for my life and not have to go through so many obstacles that I had to overcome because of not just having that additional guidance or support. And so when my daughters were 14 and 17, which is the same ages that I was when I had them, I decided to open the Young Women's Empowerment Academy 5 years ago to give girls a safe space to go to be poured into, to have connections with other, not only girls that look like them, but also women that were successful, that look like them, that they can see themselves in their future being successful, because I really believe that representation matters.
Yeah.
And so that's what we built. We really created like a village for these young women.
And you're in over 20 states?
Yes. Yep. Between our physical chapters and our virtual academy, we have girls for at least 20 states. And we currently have open enrollment for our upcoming semester. So we're looking to even expand that a little more.
So, how does one go about getting involved in the academy, be it a volunteer or a student?
Absolutely. So we have a website. It's www.yweacademy.com. If you go on our website, girls are able to enroll in any of the 4 chapters that we have. So Harrisburg, Buffalo, Lynchburg are all meeting in person, and then we have our virtual academy. In addition to that, we do have options for volunteers, sponsors, anyone who wants to partner with us, any businesses. All of that information is right on our website.
Okay, so you said something about fundraising. What does that entail?
So each semester we get together with the girls and we try to come up with fun fundraisers. Like this semester, one of the ones that we have in Harrisburg is a skating fundraiser
Okay.
to get families and the community together. And that will just allow us to be able to really self-sustain our organization. So although we are a 501c3 organization where we can receive tax-free donations, we also like to have our girls generate income for ourselves. And so in addition to the fundraisers and doing those together, we've also created t-shirts and a t-shirt line. We also have journals. So all those things allow us to really be able to raise money together. The things that we do with the money that we raise is, of course, the semesters and covering the cost of that, but we love to travel with the girls as well. So our girls have been to New York City, we've gone to Philadelphia, we went to King of Prussia, they got to do the iFly indoor skydiving.
okay.
We've been to Baltimore, Niagara Falls. So we really just like to give them experiences. I think, you know, really life is about experiencing, and a lot of them have never left outside of their hometown or the city of Harrisburg, and we try and change that.
Well, last week I think we did change it because your girls were brought down to the mayor's office and they got a chance to meet the people who actually helped the mayor run the city.
Yes.
How'd they like that?
They loved it. They really loved it. They loved the opportunity just to learn more about government, how all of the pieces of the puzzle move together. The girls, I think, all wanted to be hired and wanted jobs, you know, because they were all asking, like, what do I need to do to work here? And I love it because they seen the servant leadership, you know, and Mayor Williams, and they really loved that. Everyone, you know, that we met loved their jobs, you know, really had great things to say, and so they really were inspired.
Yeah, Harrisburg city government it really is a cool place to work, especially underneath Mayor Williams.
Yeah.
So now, the girls are broken up into two groups. So you have a younger group and an older group. What do you do with the older groups, or do you do pretty much the same?
So our young queens are ages 8 to 11. Our teen queens are 12 to like 18 group. And we cover the same topics, but we do it differently based on their age group. For instance, when we start talking about healthy relationships, our older girls, you know, they're dealing with dating and topics of that nature, where our younger girls, it may be more about healthy friendships and how to be a good friend. So whatever age group it is, we try and stick around the same topic, but gear it towards age appropriate topics for that particular group. And even in addition to those two groups of students, our older girls that age out of our program, we still keep in touch with them. They come back and they become mentors or they become interns for the program. We follow them through college and trade schools that we help them get enrolled into. So we still have a solid relationship. It's like once you become a part of the Young Women's Empowerment Academy family, you never leave.
So once a queen, always a queen?
Once a queen, always a queen. Love
So
it.
why do you call them queens?
I think it's just important for our young women to understand that they have value, that they, you know, are worth something. And the more that we instill that into them while they're young, they will carry themselves appropriately. They'll treat each other as queens, and they'll also make it mandatory for other people in their lives to do the same.
Yeah, I remember going to church one time, and this speaker had a either a $20 bill or a $100 bill, I'm not sure. And they took it and they balled it up and kicked it and everything. And it was basically representing things that people go through in their life, like people telling them, you know, you're nothing, you can't do this, you can't become that, so and so, and just kept kicking it around and balled it up, threw it down. And then she picked it back up and smoothed it back out and said, but you're still valuable. The $100 did not lose its value. Yes, she went through some rough things as she was smoothing the thing out. She said, but you're still valuable. And that's how you see the girls.
Absolutely. And I love that analogy. But yeah, we show them that no matter what you've been through, you know, I was a teen mom. I was a single mom for almost 18 years before I got married to my amazing husband. And you know, you go through things. I had been through a domestic violence situation early on in my, you know, early 20s. All of those things affect you and impact who you are, but it doesn't take away from your value. It doesn't take away from your purpose and who you were created to be. And that's what we try and remind our girls.
So you have upcoming enrollment,
Yes.
and then after they get enrolled, do you have anything planned for them? Like, do you do tours like with the state capitol or take them down to Washington D.C.? Because I'm big into government and and the political scene. Not because I work for the mayor. I've always been into that. So I was just wondering if any girls are interested in that.
Yeah, we definitely have girls that are absolutely interested in it. With the proper amount of support, I'm sure we can make that happen this semester. We do have some college tours that are on plan for the girls to attend and some field trips. And so we'll start out right away, doing our fundraisers and raising the money. And I would love for them to take a tour down to the White House or, learn more about government because I think it's important for them to have that background and just have those experiences.
And by you being a 501c3, the city of Harrisburg gives out money to nonprofits, our CDBG funds. It's a little late for you to apply now, but I think starting next year in, I want to say February or March, around that time, please apply for the money because the mayor is looking for new nonprofits to give money to because if not, we have to give it to the same people that always apply. Not that we have anything against them, but we want to make sure that everybody prospers underneath this administration through our CDBG funding. So keep that little thing in mind.
I will. Thank you.
So now, do you teach the girls? Now, when I went to school, I'm a little older than you, but we had home ec and cooking and sewing and things like that. Is that a part of your program?
Yes, it is. So we do extracurricular activities with the girls that include that. We often ask for their input at the beginning of the semester to see what type of things that they're interested in. But we do have partnerships with people like Chef Corey, where she's come in to do cooking classes with the girls. We've also taken them to the Salvation Army so that they learn how to cook. We do art classes. We do sewing classes, computer labs. Our girls are actually authors. So currently we have 30 girls who have written their own stories. So we have an amazing writing program. Not only do we show them how to write, but they're actively involved in creating their book covers. So we're teaching them graphics. In addition to that, we're showing them how they can take certain taglines or things from their book and begin to merchandise it by creating t-shirt slogans and then also showing them how to utilize YouTube and those different channels to kind of like promote their business and what they're doing. Yep.
Oh, and they are good at this?
They are absolutely great at it.
Okay, because I know some of your girls came down to our Juneteenth celebration. The wind was vicious. It was very disrespectful to us. But I did purchase some of the young ladies' I think it was body scrub that I got from her.
Yes.
So you have a bunch of entrepreneurs then.
We do. And Body by Tiana Jennings, she was actually one of our young ladies that we helped from beginning to all the way where she is now with her business. She came to one of our summer camps where we were instilling in the girls the importance of business, showing them how to build websites. We had them come up with a business plan, and those that were really serious about it and submitted their business plans, which she was one of them, we sponsored everything from her logo to her flyer to get things going. She connecting her with the different vendor spaces where she can go out and vend at the Small Business Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then she was able to come to the Juneteenth event as well.
Yeah, we got blown away.
Yes.
So now, when we were talking earlier, you said you had something coming up for the to teach the girls how to, from start to finish, with the banking and the something else. I forgot, but
Yes.
tell the audience.
So we're going to do a financial simulation because we think that it's important for our youth to be able to have hands-on experience when it comes to money management. what that will allow them to be able to do is actually interact with people in the different financial spaces and business. They'll be able to go around to each table. They'll be able to go to cash their check. They'll be able to then go make smart money purchases with their money in regards to housing, clothing, what type of vehicle they can afford to buy. If they have been assigned children, or, depending on their salary, they may have to pay for childcare for their children, making sure they have the proper insurances in place. And I think it will really allow the children at the end, one, to appreciate their parents more for everything that we juggle and everything that we do and
Right.
manage when it comes to finances, but also begin for them to understand the value of money and understanding that money is a tool. It's not necessarily the goal. Having a lot of money is not the goal, but money is the tool that you can use to get you to where you want to go, to meet your dreams. If you want to travel, if you want to give back to nonprofits, if you want to start businesses, money is the thing that's going to get you there, but only if you use it correctly.
Yeah. So now, how long is this program? How long does it go?
So the financial simulation program or the academy itself?
Both.
Okay. So the financial simulation is going to be a 1-day event. And during that day, while the children are going through their experience, we want to be able to educate parents as well. So parents will have their own sessions that they can go to learn about money management, about taxes, insurances, all of those things as well. The Young Women's Empowerment Academy, we run in 12 weeks. So we have a fall semester that's going to begin, that's going to run from September through December. Then we take a break for the holidays, and then the next 12-week session starts in the spring from March through May. And then the summertime, we have a lot of fun. And so we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. We did 5 days of fun. So including our lunch with the mayor, the girls did a pool party. We went skating. We did the selfie museum. We just made a whole week full of fun.
Selfie museum, what is that?
Yeah, so there's a selfie museum on Allentown Boulevard, and they have different stations that are set up, and you could go in and you could take your own pictures, and we just had a really, really great time. It's really a great space. You should check it out if you haven't been.
I never heard of it. I sure
Yes.
will, because I have a friend that's all she does. So
Yes.
that might be a birthday present for her.
Yes, they have beautiful spaces set up where you can look like you're on a plane going somewhere. They have different backdrops, riding a bike, a flower background. I'm just trying to think of some that they had.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. The girls really enjoyed it, and we took some really nice pictures.
Okay. So now, with all that being said and done, you're really busy.
I am.
Where do you find time to do all this stuff?
I think when it's attached to your purpose and you understand that it's necessary for you to be in position to where you're supposed to be, because other people that's assigned to you, other women, other young ladies, you don't really have a choice. So everything that I do, I feel like is necessary. It's important for me to be in position to where I'm supposed to be, to change other people's lives. And so it is a really big balancing act.
Yeah.
So in addition to the Young Women's Empowerment Academy, I am a partner at New York Life, where I help train, develop, hire financial professionals. And I actually became the first Black woman partner in the history of the Harrisburg office, which has been around for 120 years. So that in
Okay,
itself,
yeah.
Has been a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes on me. I'm building an amazing team of professionals that are going out and impacting our community. And so between that, the Young Women's Empowerment Academy, being a wife, a mom, it gets challenging sometimes, but again, everything that I do, I feel like isn't aligned with my purpose. And
Okay.
so it allows me to wake up every day and just love what I do.
And that's important. It's not a job then.
Right. It's not a job.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like work ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm on the wrong team. Okay. Well, how about let's see. So with the New York Life, I know we're here for the young ladies, but I'm gonna stick to this for a second. So with the New York Life, you are an agent or are you a financial person?
So I'm actually a partner. So I manage a team now. I was an advisor for 2 years where I went into the field and I worked one-on-one with families. Now in a role as a partner, I hire, train, and develop other financial professionals and agents to go out and to do what I did in the community.
So was it for life insurance? Because I know a lot of people in our community do not have life insurance, that's why they do the GoFundMe, or is it financial planning?
So we do full financial planning, which includes life insurance. That's the cornerstone of anyone's financial plan.
Okay.
But we also do long-term care. We do disability insurance. We could do retirement planning to make sure that you're on track for retirement or investments. We can do college planning for your kids.
Oh.
So we do everything.
Oh, okay. You hear that, Harrisburg?
Everything.
Okay, well, if there's anything that we left off the table, what else do we need to know?
I just want to encourage people to be who you needed when you were younger, right? I think that's the most important thing for many of us because we want to make a difference. We want to see change in our world. We want to, better things for our children. And I just feel like we need to take the initiative and be intentional about being who we needed when we were younger. So if you knew you needed a mentor, if you knew you needed somebody to guide you, even with all of us being busy in our schedule, I feel like we should be more intentional to volunteer with organizations. Even if you can't volunteer your physical time, monetary donations go a long way, especially when there's organizations like ours in the community that's really doing the work and making changes in the girls. Since we started 5 years ago, we've helped over 367 empowered girls, and we're looking to do another 200 just in this next 4 months. And so we're really, taking on, like I said, that challenge to be who we needed when we were younger. Mentorship is very important.
So do you have a problem getting the kids to the program?
We don't have any problem getting the kids.
Okay.
I'm not going to say we have any problems at all, just in general, but we don't want to have to limit any children and not be able to take them in. So oftentimes just making sure that we have enough funding because we feed them every week. We provide supplies. We have our own curriculum. The girls get journals. They get polo T-shirts to make sure that they look nice. They wear them to the mayor's office. We go out and do community service. So all of that stuff costs money. And so we mainly just want to make sure that we don't have to turn any girls away and that we have what we need to be able to, allow them the opportunities that will help impact them.
Yeah, because we had a lot of opportunities when we were growing up. There was never a dull moment for us throughout the year, I could say. But a lot of programs have been cut now. So our kids are just, scattered everywhere some of them doing things that they shouldn't be doing. But I'm glad that program is out here for our girls because my favorite line from Beyonce, we run the world.
We do run the world, absolutely.
But so thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And is there anything else anybody needs to do? How to get in touch with you, email address, Facebook page, things like that?
Oh, sure. So you can follow us on Facebook under Young Women's Empowerment Academy. We're also on Instagram under Young Women's Empowerment Academy as well. We have our website, www.yweacademy.com. Our email is virtual@yweacademy.com. So you can reach out there if there's any way that you want to partner with us or see any way that you could provide value. We always are looking for partnerships for our girls to experience things. And so oftentimes we even sponsor our girls to attend other things. So if they're interested in trades programs, if they're interested in whatever it may be, we're always pushing them and encouraging them to be a part of it. So if someone has something that they do that they would like to come and be a speaker or to show the girls, we'll be working with over 75 to 80 girls just in the Harrisburg area alone over the next 4 months. So I would love to partner with anyone that's interested.
Okay. Well, you heard it, Harrisburg. This woman right here is a jack of all trades. And seems like she's a master of them too. But thank you for coming on the show. That's it. I'm your host, Gina Johnson Roberson. Thank you for tuning in and continue having a super fantastic day.